And with me today, I am joined with Marie Ingabire, who joins us from Rwanda, East Africa, with a profound message of resilience, healing, and transformation. A survivor of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsis, Claire lost her entire family and carried the weight of grief, trauma, and emotional pain for over 30 years, including two suicide attempts. But her story didn't end in suffering. Through years of deep inner work, Claire transformed her pain into purpose. Today, she's an ICR certified coach, NLP practitioner, and the founder of Hearts Mend Together, a global platform supporting trauma survivors on their healing journeys. Claire is also the author of two moving books: Untold Pain, which is a raw and powerful memoir chronicling her personal journey through trauma and survival, as well as The Love That Led Me Home, a poetic exploration of love, loss, and spiritual rebirth. So, through her work and writing, Claire helps others now reframe their pain, reclaim their power, and remember that even in devastation, healing is always possible. So, welcome to the show, Claire. Such an honor to have you here today.
Thank you so much, Anu, for having me. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. So, Claire, I know I've already introduced you, but it would be great for you to share your own story of surviving the 1994 genocide in Rwanda and how it shaped your life.
Thank you so much. Uh, it is a tragedy, sorry, loss, heartbreak, but also with the emotional birth. During genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda, 1994, I was a kid. I was 3 years old only. I don't have much memories because I was too young. But what has happened is that I lost my entire family. I lost my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters, and stayed alone. So you can feel a little girl of 3 years old growing up without a family. So this loss has really affected my emotional, spiritual, mental, overall well-being, uh, because it has created a space in my life where love, connection, safety, stability, belonging didn't meet didn't meet my need. So it's like it has created emptiness in my life. I was really, really affected by this loss. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that in your own words. And it is absolute tragedy. And, I couldn't even imagine going through that. So,
Mhm.
what did the aftermath of that trauma look like for you emotionally and psychologically? I mean, you were such a young girl.
Yeah. Thank you for asking this question. Emotionally and psychologically, uh, aftermath of trauma, there was grief, there was depression, anxiety, fear, lack of identity, lack of self-worth. I lost there's a part of my childhood that I lost. I lost myself totally. So I had been going through a lot and I have to grow fast beyond my age so that I can survive. But mostly I lost my identity because there had been something unique on my situation. There are people who were used to tell me that I look different with my relatives. And when I am with my relatives, like nieces, like nephews, people say that I am not look like them. And they say that I don't look like my brothers, my sisters. They were beautiful, and me, I am ugly. And this really had affected me the most because I was asking, who am I? If I don't look like my sisters or brothers, whom I look like, where did I come from? So I lost my identity because it's hard when you people say that you look different from your relatives. You have the same daddy, you have the same mother, and people say that you look different from them. So this is had really affected me most than other things because I was wondering who am I and why me? So if I am ugly, God, why did you take those who looks beautiful and leave me who is looking ugly? So it has affected me a lot. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, in terms of like what happened after that, then, did you go on to obviously continue schooling and what actually led you on this journey of now helping other people?
Uh, Thank you. However, that I was living with my uncle, daddy's brother.
Mm,
So I get to school. I studied primary, secondary, and even university. I got graduated in literature and English, but past education.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. And so, how did you actually begin to feel safe again in your body and mind again? Because when you have undergone such tragedy, your sense of safety goes.
Mm.
Your nervous system becomes so, destabilized that I guess you start to feel anxious at the littlest things. I can just imagine, like, if the door goes and you're jumping, right?
Mm.
Because that's our reaction, isn't it? It's the fight, flight, or freeze response that we endure. So, how did you actually start to heal again?
Thank you so much. I start hearing journey
Mm,
after separation with my husband.
mm,
So I got married and in 2016, and 3 years later, I got separated.
mm,
So this act has awakened my high self. Then I asked myself, am I born to suffer?
mm,
Why always I end up in failure? I was thinking that I am tired of those things, those suffering, those pain. I say I need a change. So how can I change and get peace, get happiness, and change my fate? That's how healing has started.
mm,
Decide that I am tired of living that way. I want to live differently.
mm,
So that decision led me to coaching. So I have gone to Google. I didn't know about life coaching. I went to Google and write, how can I heal myself and stop being the victim?
mm,
That's where I have started seeing coaching. I joined coaching.
mm,
So the more I was in journey of coaching, the more I started to work on my inner world. Then the healing journey started by there.
beautiful. Wow. I love that. These journeys of empowerment and overcoming such, tragedies. I just think it's such an inspiration to the world. And I really do salute you on, this amazing journey that you're on. So, like, there's been a lot of cases of suicide recently, and
Yeah,
to be honest, the statistics show that it is amongst men the most. In the Western world, I'm talking about. I mean, I have no idea about the stats in like where you are currently, but obviously you've experienced, decades of pain, including suicide attempts. So
yeah.
what actually helped you reach a turning point on that? And what message do you have for other people in the world who may be also, having these suicidal thoughts?
Thank you so much. What I can say about people who are in the similar challenges, the similar path, losing themselves, losing their identity, and feeling like they want to take away their life. I want to tell them that their pain is real and their pain is valid.
Okay.
What they are feeling is real and it has the value.
Mm,
So don't avoid the pain.
okay.
Some people choose to avoid the pain, learning out of the pain,
Mm,
but don't avoid the pain. The
mm,
first step, if it's depression, the depression is real and it has the cause.
mm,
It's not something which comes without a cause.
yeah,
There is the cause of being depressed, of being fearful. So face your pain. Acknowledge and recognize the pain you are feeling
mm,
and let the pain come forth. Experience the pain, but also don't be stuck there. Ask yourself, what this pain is serving me? Yeah, it's okay to feel sad, to feel depressed, but how long will you stay there? Even if you are experiencing the pain, even if you are hurt, but also there is something you can be grateful. For example, on my side, yes, I am a single mom. I don't have parents, I don't have family. But what helps me the most is gratitude to see the beauty in a pain. Instead of saying, why me? I say, God, what do you want me to learn? What is the reason here? This is how we start healing. So that to see the situation in different perspectives. And don't focus on pain, but also focus on pleasure. I didn't have family, I didn't have a partner, but I say at rest, God, I am I am alive. I have kids and I can pay school fees. I can feed my kids. I am okay. Instead of saying, oh, why I am a single mom, oh, why I don't have parents or relatives, I say, thank you, God, at least I have family now. I have someone to call me mama. Focusing on pleasure over pain reduce pain. Also, what thought do you give your mind? Because mostly this depression, this trauma comes off start by mind. So when I wake up, What do you what do I focus on? How is my day is going to be? Mostly people with knee pain, they wake up saying, I'm going to experience another challenge today. What challenge awaits me today when you are in pain? So to heal, you can say, what blessings await me today? Shifting mindset from pain to pleasure. So those who are in the similar path, I wanted to tell them it's okay to feel the way they are feeling, but also even in chaos, in even diversity, there is something to be grateful. So they can focus on pressure, what do they have than what they don't have. Thank you.
Wow, that's fantastic advice. That is, wow, I absolutely love that. And so that was going to be my next question, talking more about, the tools and practices that you teach others. So, I know you've just described quite a lot there, but do you have any other powerful tools or practices that you obviously help others to heal?
Uh, Thank you. I don't have any magic. What I do is helping people unleash the power within. Because whatever you are searching for outside is already within. But this pain we experience covers those skills, those talents, those powers. What I do is helping you to unleash the power within. The love, the safety, whatever is already within. So I help people to uncover or to unleash the power within.
Beautiful. That is beautiful. And so how do you find that gratitude and, the whole mindset play a role in trauma recovery?
Thank you so much. Gratitude is the most powerful in trauma recovery. As I said, the more you practice gratitude, the more you silence the negative thought. The more you silence the negative thought, the more you start recovering. So, for example, uh, as I said, while to say I don't have this, say at least I have this one. Be grateful for what you have at the moment.
Mm,
And when you are grateful, it opens the blessings for the future opportunities.
mm,
The more you practice gratitude, the more you open your mind, the more you open your heart so that you can see beyond.
mm,
You can also have the positive mindset when you practice gratitude.
mm,
But if you are stuck in negative thought without such finding something beauty, you end up there in negative. And the result of your life is also negative because whatever comes, even if it is positive, you see it as negative. But when you are trying to see the beauty in everything, it's not about extra things, just I am I am alive.
mm,
My kids are safe.
yeah,
I have seen something to eat to feed to my family. Those little things, the more I focus on little things, the more it improves your overall being and opens other blessings. Yeah.
beautiful. Wow. So let's talk about your books. So you have two books. So The Untold Pain, which is a memoir. And then you have The Love That Led Me Home, which is, I guess, more of a poetic exploration. So, could you talk more about your books and, what you hope readers take away from your books?
So thank you so much. Those two books are heartfelt memories. Untold pain is my personal experience, childhood trauma, uh, those pain I didn't speak about, like being told that I am not beautiful. It's something which has affected me emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but physically you can't see that. So people are calling the wounds that are not visible. Physically, you can see that the person is okay, is smiling, but deep inside, he's going through a lot. So untold pain, it's like a voice to those people who are still dealing with the pain that they can't express, don't know how to express. Sometimes you may go through something, but even you don't know what is it, or how can I express this. So untold pain goes to those people who have those hidden wounds, don't know how to explain them, don't know how to express them, or don't know how to hear them. So it's my journey, my personal experience, how I was able to heal even those hidden wounds. So also to remind people that even they can see someone physically strong, they better to be kind to every human because everyone has their own hidden wounds.
It's true, yeah. And so how can people begin to forgive, not just others, but also themselves?
Uh, to forgiving, I've seen that is an act of self-love. When you are in a pain and the person who has caused the pain is there, you are saying, yeah, it's hard to say, I forgive that person. But when you forgive, mostly you don't forgive about that person. You forgive to free yourself because it releases the burden of holding that pain or what it has caused. For example, when I was kid, I was saying I have to find those people who killed my family and I will make a revenge.
Mhm.
It was hard to forgive them. But the more I carry those thoughts that I will revenge, the more my heart is heavy because I carry hate, I carry revenge, and when you carry those negative thoughts, you can't be free. That's why we will always suffering from headache, feeling tired, insomnia, planning how I will make revenge. But when you let go and say, I forgive, it is free yourself first because there is no burden neither in your mind nor in your heart. So forgiving is an act of self-love and self-healing, not for other party, but also for yourself
Mm.
to feel better.
Yeah, it is, yeah, I fully agree. It is. It's something which we need to practice for ourselves in order to heal. And because if we don't forgive, then we just hold so much resent and so much hate, and that only
Mm,
affects us further, doesn't it? It leads to all sorts of issues of anxiety and sadness. So yeah, I really do believe that as well.
mm. Thank you.
Thank you. So what does it mean to you today now to live with purpose after deep loss?
Thank you. To live purpose after deep loss is recognizing that pain is a part of a person's journey but it doesn't mean it is the entire person's life. It is one part of a person's journey, but not a permanent. So when I wake up, I say maybe this has passed, but the best is yet to come. I don't have to be rocked in that pain. I have to move on. For example, on my side, the pain I went through led me to my today's purpose, which is life coaching. I was living without purpose. I don't know what is my mission, what can I do? But the lessons I got from the pain led to my purpose, led me to become the author. I didn't know that I can be the author, but those experiences I got from my pain led me to awaken the gift within.
Mhm.
I become an author, I become a life coach, and I impact people's lives based on my personal experience. So this is how we can turn pain into purpose or strength.
Mm.
Not only look in negative way, but also search what this can serve me better.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. And so where can people learn more about you and find out more about your books and connect with you?
Thank you so much. I have a website www.heartsmeanttogether.com. This is where people can connect me more and find my book. So I create this space so that I connect with people who are in the similar path, who are in pain but need healing, need change to show that the healing is possible, no matter what. When I decide that I want to break this and start new life, healing is possible, and healing is starting within.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So that's great. So I will be adding the links to the books into this episode and
Yeah,
and I hope that people, do actually read the books and learn more about your journey to be inspired themselves because I just think it's an incredible journey that you've been on, everything that you've gone through and look at you today. You're just full of light and full of purpose. So, a real inspiration. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. And thank you for everything that you're doing to now help other people.
yeah. Thank you so much for the time. It was amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. So, everybody, if you do have any questions about this show, please do reach out. We always love to hear from you, and please do connect with Marie Claire. I will be adding her links into this episode, and hope you found today's episode inspiring. I know I sure did. And yep, that's all we have time for today. I look forward to seeing you all in the next show. Stay blessed, my friends.